I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. So we understand that at this particular time, it was David, the chief musician, that wrote this passage of scripture. And when you hear this verse, it is a very familiar passage of scripture. We need to understand that God's character goes into the creation of every person. So some people say some people were born bad. We were not born bad.
Amen.
We turned bad, but we weren't born bad.
Amen.
And so God's creation is in every person. And sometimes we go through life and we feel worthless.
That's right. That's right.
And sometimes you look in the mirror and the devil tells you, because negative thoughts come from the devil.
Yes.
The devil tells you that you hate yourself.
Yes.
And so, especially when children are growing up,
Yes.
you know, we've all had to grow up. You look in the mirror, you may not like the complexion that you are. You may not like your hair texture. You may not like your size. You may not like your height. Mm-hmm. You don't like your eyes. You don't like your legs. And so, some people look in the mirror and they say, I hate you. But we need to remember that God's Spirit is ready and willing to work within us if we are a willing vessel, if we just open ourselves unto God. Amen. So God thinks about us on a regular basis. I can prove it to you because he woke you up this morning. Amen. And that is something that is we should not take for granted. Amen. So we should have as much respect for ourselves as the Maker has for us. So when David said, I am fearfully, meaning I am respectfully and wonderfully made, marvelous, something great are thy works. So you think about how God made you. You're not like anybody else in the room.
That's right. That's right.
Even when it comes to complexions, you may be brown skin, but if you look at the person next to you, they may be brown skin, but the tone is just a little bit different because God made us different. Amen. So we're fearfully, he was respectful, we're unique, and we're wonderfully made. And then when you think about how he took time to mold us and to make us, marvelous are his works. So I came today to remind you that this is the day that the Lord has made, and to remind you that you have a reason and you have a right to rejoice and to be glad. And I just want us to take notice that many people have died before you who would love to be here right now. But we don't have that choice because God has our death certificate and our time. So please take notice that life is a precious gift. Don't take it for granted. Life is a precious gift. Take notice that you are alive this afternoon, and that's a reason to celebrate Jesus right there. So come on and clap your hands because you are alive.